If anyone has ever told you that being a real estate agent is not stressful, they lying. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Lewis, your educator agent with eXp Realty. And today we are going to talk about the stresses of real estate. However, I'm going to give you some tips to get through those stressful moments. Before we get into it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. Then that way, every time I post videos like ways that you can get through the stresses of being a real estate agent, you will know about it. Let's hop into it. So y'all, I was looking on Facebook last night, and I'm in a lot of different real estate groups, which are great, by the way. If you aren't in these groups, now some of them are just really whack, I will be honest. Some of the posts is kind of like, huh? But sometimes there are great discussions and great conversations. And there was a question that came up where a young lady said, you know what? I'm not a mega producer, but I do a lot of work. I do a decent amount of business. And how do y'all manage the stress? Because this business can be stressful. Now, I will tell you, we are in very peculiar times with the market that we're in 2021, a very low inventory market, which adds a different level of stress. But in any instance, when you are a real estate agent, honestly, we are managing people's expectations, and we're the middleman that just really holds it all together. And anytime that you are, like when we think about our clients, and I try to think about this when I'm stressed about a particular situation, I try to remove Rosemary and really look at it from the point of view of those that I'm serving. This is a large investment, and whether they are selling a home, a family home, or their first home, or, just haven't been through that process, or purchasing a home, never making that big of an investment. There are a lot of moving pieces, and we all know that it all just doesn't go well. So it is an emotional roller coaster. And a lot of times the real estate agents take the brunt of those emotions. So I just want to share with y'all a couple of tips, because here's the thing. This is what we signed up for. We get compensated to serve our clients in this way, but the stress is real. And I have a few things that I do that I'm going to encourage you to start doing just to help you manage those stresses so that you can show up as your best self every second of the day. So here is my first suggestion to manage stress. Start your day well. This is what I have learned. When you get into production, or even as you are trying to get into production and lead Jenny, when your day starts, it can be go, 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 go. I never want to wake up to emails and wake up at a time where the world is already looking for me. So I am going to encourage you to start getting up a little bit earlier so that you can have some time for yourself, for your own development, time to develop your thoughts, time to pray, time to work out, just things that you can do to pour into you, because it is impossible to pour out from an empty well. So when you start your day well and you're not starting off in chaos, it will make you more equipped to handle whatever comes the rest of your days. Here's my next tip to managing stress. There has to be boundaries that are set, and one of the boundaries that really will have to be set in real estate is being able to manage your time properly. Now, I understand and I get it, especially in a market like now where we have to be available for clients and we have to be accessible. However, you get to be very accessible but still have boundaries so that you are protecting the time for the other things that you love. So if you're not in the habit of time blocking, if you're not in the habit of setting downtime, setting time where you actually get to stop and eat lunch, begin to just start to set those boundaries, because even if the world is on fire, well, maybe not the world is on fire, but most emergencies can wait 30 minutes so that you can finish the activities that you need to do for you. So get into the habit of setting some boundaries. And again, that starts with looking ahead at what's coming so that you can plan for the things that you need to do and allow everything to have its space. Here's a good one, y'all, that I want to share with you. I am so guilty of, as soon as something happens, something starts falling apart with the deal, or a client is frustrated, or a lender does something like reading a text or getting a phone call and immediately going da 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 da. I'm just going to tell you, take a second when things do happen that you need to problem solve, that you need to react to. Before you automatically react, take a moment to pause, like stop, think about it, think through the situation, and then formulate your response. There have been plenty of times where I may have, if a client sent me a text late at night, even though I had answers or whatever, because I knew that they were already escalated or frustrated, I might need to let that text sit there. And then after I have time to reflect, think about my response, think about, kind of where they are, and give them some time to kind of mellow down, then I respond the next day. Now, that's not always the case. It could just be a couple of minutes. Like, okay, let me think about this. Let me think creatively. And many, many times, just taking that moment to reflect about what is happening. If nothing else, I'm not saying that you're going to solve all the problems in that reflection piece, but you may just have the time to think about how you're going to articulate the solution or articulate the issue or the challenge to the person that you're speaking to. So don't be so quick to just react. Take some time to stop for a little bit, think about it, and then formulate how you're going to solve whatever situation is in front of you. And then here's the last one that kind of went with the first one, but listen, gift yourself some time with yourself. Now, I do want you to get into the habit of doing a morning routine, but all work and no play is no fun. So if it's once a week, if you just give yourself a little block to go get a manicure, to go shoot a round of golf, to sit down and watch Netflix and watch those fake real estate TV shows if you want to. I don't care what you do, but gift yourself some time. Like literally, there are times where I have to disconnect my phone, take off my Apple Watch. I have to be inaccessible, if nothing else, for an hour to 2 a week, so that Rosemary can have nothing to do but focus on Rosemary. And what that's gonna do for you, my friend, it is going to recharge your battery so that when you do give yourself time, and now when it's time for you to show up for everyone else, you are fresher, you are better, you are sharper, and you can handle anything that comes your way. So we already know, the reality is that anything worth having is going to be a little challenging. Real estate has been such a blessing in my life, but I will be honest to say it keeps me up a lot at night until I started practicing some of the habits that I just shared with you today. So yes, real estate can be stressful and stressors are still going to come, but it's how you manage yourself that is going to dictate how you show up when those challenging moments arise. Now, if you have made it to the end of this video and you are not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing with your life? Go ahead and subscribe. And real estate agents, check out my website. I have a special gift for you, rosemarylewis.com/freebie, and you will get the top 10 habits for insanely successful real estate agents. I am so excited to connect with you on social, so excited to connect with you here, and I can't wait to hear your comments about which one of these tips are you gonna use to help manage stress in this business.